What it is, what it do, what it is, lads and ladettes. Now this is the part of the video where I introduce the name of the series. I don't quite have a name yet, and hopefully at the end of all of this COVID-19 craziness, we will have a name here. We will. But moving on, this is where I discuss the news from the previous day. And let's just get right into it. So yesterday, it's been leaked that Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remastered launched today. And this has been leaked by Eurogamer. It says, a remastered version of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2's campaign will launch tomorrow, March 31st. That's today. According to a leaked PlayStation Store listing, Eurogamer understands to be accurate. This confirmation comes with a raft of details were unearthed over the weekend by a data miner peering into this week's update for the fellow COD titles, Modern Warfare 2019 and Battle Royale Warzone, each which will promote the new remaster. Last night on Twitter account, which accurately dated Call of Duty Warzone, stated Modern Warfare 2 Remaster had a 30th March release date. Close, but not quite. So, the game officially comes out today, and I do believe it's $24.99. I think I saw it on the PlayStation Store listing. It's been heavily rumored for quite some time, and I guess maybe they were using it for promotion or something else, but with all of the COVID-19 stuff going on and everybody in the house, people are paying video games more than normal. So why not just stealth drop it? But that leaves my cause for concern of what's going on with the multiplayer, even though some of the multiplayer maps are in the recently remade Modern Warfare. It actually caused me for concern. Either they're going to release the multiplayer itself for $20 to $30, or they're just going to continue to release them in either Warzone or in the Modern Warfare Remake. But it actually is troubling to me because I always wanted to play this game, but I really think this game is, the game is really known for its campaign. A lot of Call of Duties are really known for its campaign. But this was the multiplayer that everybody really loved before, Call of Duty started, the fans started to divide, basically. Because this was the last real Call of Duty that I absolutely loved, especially the multiplayer. And so, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a mixed bag as far as my excitement goes because I would love to play the multiplayer. Last year, I bought Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 for the Xbox 360 because it was backwards compatible. But I couldn't get online. The servers were up, but nobody was home. And yeah, that's pretty sad. But I want to see what happens as this develops more because I'm excited about it. Maybe eventually I'll get on it just to see my man Soap and Price, see what's going on, how they look on remastered in 4K. Moving on to the next story. Sources say that Nintendo Switch 2020 lineup dominated by Mario games, old and new. This, of course, coming from Eurogamer. Nintendo Switch's first-party lineup for the rest of 2020 will be dominated by Mario games, old and new, to coincide with the original Super Mario Bros. 31st anniversary. That's according to Eurogamer sources with knowledge of Nintendo's upcoming plans who have corroborated a report posted by VGC. First, the report states Nintendo will release most of Super Mario's 35-year back catalog this year remastered on Nintendo Switch. There's no detail on which games this includes, but the article includes a banner image of Mario Galaxy, perhaps intended to suggest the Wii Classic as one of these games. Now, a lot of Mario games that I missed out on that I just didn't get a chance to play or just kind of refused to play because it was just a different time. But I didn't really own a Wii, but I owned a Wii U. And when they put up the Super Mario Galaxy games on there, I did buy them, but I did not play them. So I would kind of be excited to play Super Mario Galaxy 1, 2, maybe even give us some new stuff. Who knows? But also, what a lot of people were asking is for Super Mario, Paper Mario RPG, Thousand Year Door, things of that, and maybe even Super Mario 64. Either way you see it, the way I see I'm going to win on this is because it's going to be 1, 2, maybe 3 Mario games that I just did not get to play that I've always wanted to play and now remastered on a Nintendo Switch because why not? It's a Nintendo Switch and it's portable and it's one of my favorite consoles of all time. It's very convenient. And I'm wondering what's going on? Are we going to get more Super Mario 3D World with new levels? yeah, this is what has been heard. This is what's out there in the wild, and I absolutely would love that because I got a chance to finish Super Mario 3D World. At least I thought. Then there were more levels, so I would love to dig right back into that because that game was criminally underplayed due to the fact that the Nintendo Wii U, yeah, it didn't sell much. But given the fact that the Nintendo Switch is probably coming close to 60 million sold, I think there's a fair chance to say that some of these games are gonna sell gangbusters now because if Nintendo wants to put some money out, wants to get some money, yeah, you just throw a Mario game out there. Moving on to the next story. So Final Fantasy Remake is hitting stores. Well, it's shipped a little early over in Europe and Australia, and it shipped. And how about this? I'll just read from the Twitter, the official Final Fantasy VII Twitter, and it says, this is a long one, so strap yourselves in, lads and ladettes. The Final Fantasy VII Remake team have worked extremely hard to make this game, and we are incredibly proud of what you are about to play. Our biggest motivator during the development was that so many of you were willing us on, and we felt your enthusiasm and passion every step of the way. We had some hard decisions to make during the final few weeks before launch due to disruption to distribution. Wow, that's distribution channels caused by the spread of the COVID-19 virus. These unique circumstances have made it very difficult to align timing of our global shipping. Our highest priority is that all of you, including those who live in countries currently facing the biggest disruption, can play the game at launch. So we made the decision to ship the game for earlier than usual to Europe and Australia. As a result, there is a greater chance that some of you in these regions will now get a copy of the game prior to the worldwide release date of April 10th. For other Western regions, including the Americas, copies will be shipped this week. Today is March 31st, by the way. Copies will be shipped this week, and we feel optimistic that most of you will receive the game for launch day. However, due to the challenging situation, we cannot provide delivery dates for each country and each retailer. We really want all of you looking forward to Final Fantasy VII Remake to play the game on April 10th and experience everything we have been working on together. To everyone, we would like to ask one big favor. If you get the game early, please think of others and don't spoil it for them. We know there are potential spoilers that have been out there for over 2 decades as the original Final Fantasy VII was released in 1997. But Final Fantasy VII Remake is a new game that still has many surprises for everyone. All our fans and players deserve to experience the game for themselves, and we ask for the support of our dedicated community around the world to ensure that. On behalf of the entire developmental team and everyone around the world that has worked on getting Final Fantasy VII Remake to you all, thanks again for your support, and most importantly, please stay safe. This is from Yoshinori Kitase, the producer, and Tetsuya Nomura, director of Final Fantasy VII Remake. Now, this really excites me. Just potentially being able to get the game early. Now, I've always been a fan of Final Fantasy, but I was never a fan of turn-based games. But I always appreciated the world and the legacy that Final Fantasy VII was, and I always wanted to experience it. But didn't like the combat, didn't really like the visuals. It just wasn't my thing. So when I first saw Final Fantasy VII Remake, I got completely excited. I loved Final Fantasy 15. Believe it or not, I'm not part of that toxic fan base. Hope they didn't hear that. And I just like the combat. And now Final Fantasy VII Remake, it's implementing that whole action-y type combat. And I'm excited. I was hoping that I could probably go to a mom and pop shop and get it maybe just 2 to 3 days early. But with the game shipping maybe a little earlier than what it was originally set to be, this definitely excites me. I'm very excited. Hopefully I'll be playing it sometime next week. Hopefully I'll be able to finish Doom Eternal this week because I haven't been able to really dig in, full-time dad and all that. And now I'm really excited because I know I need to finish Doom Eternal because I'm looking at 50, 60 hours in Final Fantasy VII Remake. And also today, as of the recording of this video, Persona 5 The Royal is out. I know I said a lot about Persona 5 The Royal, and I don't really like turn-based games, but I've had an issue with some FOMO, okay? I'm missing out on one of the coolest JRPGs ever. And this game was just such a culture shock. Joker was in Smash Brothers. They're having a Muso style fighting game. Well, not fighting game, but Muso style Persona 5 game. And it seems to be a sequel. Now, maybe I can squeeze 90 hours, maybe I can't. Like I said before, I'm notorious for not finishing games. But I want to get into that world, experience it, and really see how much fun this is. So, lads and ladettes, those were your 3 big stories for yesterday. And I will see you tomorrow to see what your 3 big stories will be for today. Lads and ladettes, thank you so much for watching. This video is finito.